Well, hello everyone, and welcome back once again to our 1.18 All Advancements world. And today, again, we are starting off in a bit of a weird location, and that is because, well, there's two advancements that we can get in this general region, just because of the way that things are put together. So let's go ahead and do this first one, which is getting in a boat with a goat, which gives us the whatever floats your goat advancement, and that's always a lot of fun. And then the other one involves other things that can be found on these hillsides, and that is powder snow. And so if we put on some leather boots and we jump on top of the powder snow, we will get the light as a rabbit advancement. And that is pretty cool that we were able to knock both of those out pretty quick here. So let's just have a quick look at our advancements table because we've made a lot of really good progress here. Now for the Minecraft table, we are just missing the end advancements, which will give us, I believe, the fifth and final category of advancements. We also have a fair degree of husbandry ticked off, which we just barely got this one here. And we've got some pretty nice progress on the complete catalog advancement and not a lot of great progress on the 2x2 advancement, but we'll get to that in due time. We're doing okay on the balanced diet advancement, and in order to get these other ones, we need some very specific requirements. But all things considered, the advancement section is actually doing fairly well, or the husbandry, I guess I should say, advancements is doing pretty well. Nether, we haven't hardly touched anything. We've been to the Nether, and the local brewery advancement that we got for the zombie doctor advancement does fall into the Nether category, because typically you need to get a couple of blaze rods in order to make potions, but there are select instances where you can find potions before you brew them yourself. And then from the adventure section, again, this is one that we're doing pretty well on. I actually am very surprised at how well we're doing with the adventuring time advancement, and so that one's probably an advancement that we're just going to randomly roll over onto at some point, and it'll surprise both of us when we get there, and so eventually that will be the case. But a lot of these are things that we should be able to do with enough focus. This is the one that I thought that I would be able to achieve. I'm really just looking for slime either from a wandering trader or if I am able to find any underground. I've been having a bit of a hard time with that, but I also know I haven't found any swamp biomes yet. So if I'm able to find a swamp biome and I can hang out there at night, then I can get a bullseye, or I can get some slime, and that will really help us get this bullseye advancement. Monsters hunted, we're doing okay as well. But I think if I'm able to find that swamp biome, it will not only help us tick this off of our list of requirements, but it will also allow us to get our hands on some slime, which is good for a variety of different projects. But that's enough gandering at this list. Let's go ahead and set this little guy free. And then we will be on our merry way, and I will catch up with you when we come across something else interesting. So it's been probably about 2 hours since I last checked in with you, and we're in a position where we're not going to check off another advancement, but we're going to make progress towards one. And that is going to be breeding a couple of these pandas together. Because we do need to be able to breed one of every animal. And this little guy down here, I think, has a chance to give us some slime. Like, he sneezes every once in a while or something. So I don't precisely know. But he sneezes every now and again. The adults all jump around. And if we get some slime out of it, I mean, I'm not going to be upset. However, this jungle just so happens to be fairly close to a swamp. And I thought that that was just crazy, or crazy lucky, so to speak. So we'll have to see if we can get some slime either from this guy sneezing around all the time, or if we can get the slime from a more reliable source, that being that swamp area. And I actually think that we're getting fairly close to the time of night or the time of day where we're going to want to make our way in that general direction. So I think I'm going to go for what's more reliable in getting slime from slimes in the swamp, as opposed to waiting for this guy to sneeze out some slime, assuming that that's something that even happens, because I don't know a whole lot about pandas, if I'm being completely honest, or pandas in terms of how they function in this game. But it is getting to night, and I want to make my way that way. So I'm just going to follow my trail back, because I know that that is where I need to be heading in order to find what I set out to grab. All right, so here is that swamp that we found. It doesn't appear to be very big. And the other thing that I can't remember off the top of my head is I know that slime spawns in these swamp areas are contingent on the phase of the moon. And from the looks of it, it appears that new moons is when they don't spawn, as opposed to having any spawn rates whatsoever. And as you can see by the moon in the sky, we do have a new moon currently. So that's not particularly great for what we were hoping to get out of this trip. So what I may have to do is camp out here for a couple of nights and get to a point where I can get some of what I'm looking for. Problem is, that's going to take a while, and I don't necessarily know whether or not I can fit that into this video. As a matter of fact, it would probably be best if I planned on not having that incorporated in this video. So I'm going to spend some time off camera to... Wait a minute. Is that... No, that was a creeper bobbing up and down in the background, which they share a similar hue, but it's not the transparent green that I was hoping to find out here. So we will get around to getting ourselves some slime so we can continue on with a couple of additional projects. But I do want to thank you for watching today's video. I know the last couple ones have been a little bit short. We should be getting back into a much better rhythm of these videos being quite a bit longer and hopefully making much better progress per episode of dragging things out. But as you can see, I wandered over 10,000 blocks away in order to get to where I am and get to a point where I can get some slime for all these projects that I'm needing. So it's a necessary sacrifice that needed to be made, and we actually did make a couple of additional discoveries for our biomes. So really there's only 8 biomes left, and I know that 2 of them are a desert and a badlands, and actually a what's it called, a mycelium, or the mushroom islands, or the mushroom plains. That's another one that we need to track down. But that is future me's problem. So thank you so much for being along for the ride in today's video. If you enjoyed, please feel free and make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for that daily variety content. We'll be back with Legends Arceus tomorrow. Thanks so much for your time, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.